It's about hope. There is hope for a better world. There is hope for a better pay. There is a hope for better working conditions.
This training changed people's lives.
I realized that we could make a difference. Our voices do count.
We go to conferences, we sit around, we build plans, and we do nothing about it. We do nothing about it.
Well, this is the first time that here in Fairbanks we've gone out, we've talked to members about, being involved in the living wage campaign and just fighting for our wages to go up more than what we're getting right now. And we just aren't making enough. And what it is that we have to fight for our bargaining rights. What we've pretty much been doing is just getting the word of living wage out.
Right.
Because the outcome that I'm hoping for is solidarity and working together to really get this living wage campaign up and moving. Together we can move mountains. We can definitely come together and make this thing work for all of us.
I'm from Wasilla and from the Classified Employees Association, and I'm here in Fairbanks to assist ESSA with their living wage campaign. I believe in solidarity, and I'm here to lend a hand.
Good morning, sir.
All the members that we met today were very receptive. They were very happy to see us, especially when I said, "We are here to thank you. You are a very valued member of ESSA," and we said thank you.
We're talking about, the upcoming bargaining, which is huge.
Right.
Going into our negotiations. So we want to let you know that we're here for you.
Yeah.
We want to know about you.
No one has the right to take our voice. No one has the right to take my voice away. And when support professionals don't have that voice, then who's speaking for them? Coming back from one of those trainings and seeing how effective it was, this was something we wanted to get to our members so that they could start to be clued in. And NEA has done a great job of utilizing funds to see that ESPs are trained, that we have all the resources that we need to pull off any job that we encounter. To have that kind of resources is mind-boggling. It's phenomenal, and it's a blast.
Just keep up the fight with the CBAs. I mean, with the things that happen in the other states, the union bashing, and
I'd like to see unions focusing on the younger teachers. I think the association is getting old, meaning that the people in it that are doing the majority of the work are up there, and I'm worried because they're going to be gone soon, and who's going to step up and...
It still is relationships, because it's like we've had a lot of bullying issues this year, and I really see that coming around to where people feel safe to come and talk to me.
We brought in members from across the council, classified, certificated members. We had paraeducators, custodians, classroom teachers, and we were listening to their concerns about their professional work lives. Because we are working on organizing, and organizing is listening to the members and what their concerns are. You can't represent people if you don't know what they're thinking.
You have to have a relationship with your student in order to get them to learn and to respect you and to follow your behavior guidelines in your classroom, but yet we're being pressured to never talk about our personal life, to not listen when they're having personal problems, to refer them to a counselor, which I understand that to a point, but it is very hard to be an effective teacher who cares about children and yet be expected to not engage with them.
We had about 15 people here tonight, and then the idea is to spread the conversation and the listening so that education employees are talking and listening to each other and bringing that information back and spreading it out throughout the whole WEA.
I'd rather see my pay stay the same and possibly reduce the number of staff, and I'm sorry to lose people, but if we lose pay, we're never going to get it back. They will be willing to say, here's more staff, because the classrooms are too big, so I don't want to go back and pay.
So we represent 4,300 members across our council, and when I speak, I'm one voice. when 4,300 school employees speak. They speak in their grocery store line, they speak at their PTAs, they speak at their churches and the faculty rooms, and that's the voice of our union members, and that's where our strength is. That's why we're organizing.
We have to engage more of our members around things that they really care about and move them forward to deal with some of these big national attacks we're seeing. We have an opportunity right now to go out and begin that process of finding out what our members are concerned about and helping them see the association as the vehicle for addressing their concerns.
I'm excited and I'm really energized by having all of our staff here, not just the usual people, but bringing in our associate staff, bringing staff and council presidents together so that all of those people are in the room, I think will help us be even stronger as an organization. We have tried to start this process locally for a very long time, and I really appreciated the training because it gave us the very specific tools that we need to have conversations with our members and then to use that data and that information to move our organization forward.
These are the issues. Yeah. So why are we asking them what the issues are? An example.
This is a really tough time, and our members have a lot to say and a lot's at stake for their profession and for our children. And so we need to do everything we can to hear their voice and add their voice to what we say as a state organization and to what we say as a local organization. We can continue to put Band-Aids on our membership and keep doing the work that we're doing, which is basically fixing the messes and fixing the wounds to our members. But until we look at some systemic change, we're not going to get any better unless we collect their voices and have them feel like they're part of what we do. We're still going to be the union and not their union.
Clarkston Classified Association has been doing lots of things to get involved more with the community. One of those included a local street fair. It's called Alive After 5. What we're more focused on is building a coalition with other local unions. Union Roundtable is an activity that we recently started, and it is a way to connect with and share ideas with other unions. Where do you see unions in 6 months to a year?
We're hoping that the community would support us when it comes time. I mean, you look at the steel workers rally during their contract. They had over 600-700 people right out here in this parking lot.
We have invited police officers, firefighters, other unions from around here, woodworkers, Teamsters, any of the unions that are feeling the same pressures that we are feeling as school district employees, school district unions that we haven't typically worked with. We all came together and we are discussing how we can best support each other in the coming months.
I got involved because my students, my families, and my paraeducators were struggling. We all were.
I'm very interested in how we can mutually support each other.
We need to stand together, yes. I agree with everything that everybody said.
If the community doesn't know what a union is, or they don't understand what unions stand for, then they listen to the other message. It just brought home that we need to get more of the unions together, have them talking, have them supporting each other so that when I go into bargain, I hope they're behind me. When they go into bargain, I'll be behind them.
Alive After 5 is a community event that was organized by the Clarkston Chamber of Commerce. The Clarkston Classified Association wanted to connect with our community. What we thought we would do is have our membership talk to the community as they come by our booth. We have a conversation with our parents, with our community, and them get to know us and we get to know them. I believe that's union organizing the best. We accomplished getting our views, getting the community to know how hard we work for them, for their students, for the students in our community.
The conversation needs to be turned around. It's not the union's fault. The unions are there to help protect the community and the economy. They're there to protect people.
Living wage is not for educators, but for everyone.
When I went through Organizing for Power, at first I was afraid. Walk in there, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have the skills, I thought, to do any of the things I'm doing. I was told what to do and I would do it. And if I had thought a year ago that I would be doing anything like this, I would be out of my mind. I would not have been able to do it.
This is the first joint paraprofessional SEAT meeting we have had in Seattle. People like face-to-face contact. They are most comfortable when we talk to them and do not use electronic means of communication such as email. They're more honest, they're more forthcoming, and in my visits I've actually been hugged and told thank you so much. I appreciate that you feel that what I have to say is important. I think it just gives credibility to the one-on-ones that we learned about at the training. It's very hard because you have to go in and meet people you've never met before. Some people are a little nervous when you come in because they're not sure what your motivation is. So once they understand that we're there to hear what they have to say and to promise that it's in confidence, that we're not there to tell tales, they're very forthcoming, they're very honest.
This is not a binder on the shelf type of training. The members are back in their locals doing the work, and it's very, very exciting. The members are on fire, they're taking over, and they're feeling empowered, they're feeling ownership. They know the relevancy of their organization because it's theirs. We, staff, don't have to tell them or send them a brochure or have a training on how relevant we are. They know because it's their organization. And this is a way to fight back. When the grassroots members say, we are relevant, you are not going to take our worker rights away from us, you're not going to take our union away from us. Our ESP members are taking back their organization, they're taking back their voice, and they're not going to be silenced again.